Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we are taking another cheeky look at Cardano, specifically all about a price analysis, technical analysis on the ADA token. So we've got a bit of an article here from FX Street, Chris. We're going to go through that and see what they're talking about, because they're saying there's a bit of a weakening in support, and I'm not sure I agree. So we're going to go through that, see what's going on there. We'll obviously have a look at the ADA to USD chart, right? We're going to have a look at that on the daily view, the 4-hourly view, and the 1-hourly view. Then summarize what we can see within that data and what our thoughts and opinions are for the ADA token moving up in value or down in value, whatever may be the case. So as always, guys, if you find this useful, informative, go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I like to think that you appreciate it too. And if by chance you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the various videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Chris, do you want to talk about the Cardano pool before we get into all of this?
Yeah, so obviously we recently started up the Cardano staking pool, the cheeky staking pool that we like to call it. So the ticker is Cheek. You know, if you're not already delegating, then in my humble opinion, you're not holding your ADA right. By delegating to the pool, not only are you supporting the channel, which we really appreciate, you're also supporting the project itself become more decentralized. So there's no lockup. So you can, straight away, if the price rockets to your exit strategy point that you've decided on, then you can always exit the pool with no waiting time. I think some pools have like 10 days, don't they, for like Harmony and stuff like that. So so that's a really good point. There's no reason really not to delegate, to be quite frank with you. And you obviously receive some juicy rewards, right, for delegating when we mint blocks. So yeah, the ticker is Cheek. You can do this from a number of different wallets: the ADA Lite, Deadliest wallet, the 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦 wallet, and the Atomic wallet, just to name a few.
Fantastic. Right, let's jump on over and take a look at this this Cardano price analysis from FX Street. So basically, yeah, Cardano price analysis, ADA uptrend to $1.40 in jeopardy as support weakens, right? So what are they actually talking about here? Let's just take a look, right? So Cardano uptrend is at risk of sabotage due to immense resistance at 92 cents. And yes, there is definitely resistance up there, and we'll get into that when we have a look at the chart. I don't think it's at jeopardy at all though, so we'll have a look. And there's also this rumor, Chris, about Binance increasing the withdrawal fees for ADA by 400%, adding to overhead pressure. And obviously Cardano must hold above the ascending channel's middle boundary, support to ensure the market stability. So what are they actually talking about here? So Cardano appears to be slowing its 460% rally from January the 1st. The upcoming smart contract token has recently hit a yearly high at 98 cents. However, a correction came into the picture before ADA dealt with the selling congestion at $1. So the correction is likely to continue if Cardano fails to break above this crucial resistance highlighted in the IO MAP model. We're not really going to have a look at that. We'll have a look at our own chart and see what we can see there. But it's interesting that they're calling it what they're calling it. But Cardano is facing challenging resistance, and it's pretty obvious. We can all see that. We've had 2 days of wicks going in either direction, but the current position is actually the same opening position. It's pretty much where it started from. So the market is very indecisive on what to do. So we do know that, and this is what they're referring to there, and this is the channel that they also are talking about, right? So the ADA token is also trading above the ascending triangle's middle boundary. A reversal may come into the picture if the price fails to hold above this critical level. So you can see the middle level here on the chart, and they're basically saying you want to make sure that stays. So we'll have to see, right? And they're saying that the moving average is around 70 cents, the 50 simple moving average, that is. So let's get into this rumor before we hit into the charts, Chris, which is all about Binance increasing the ADA withdrawal fees. So as discussed on a discussion has emerged on Reddit on why Binance may have increased Cardano withdrawal fees by 400%. And before the increase, the withdrawal transaction on the platform is said to have cost 1 ADA token. However, traders on Reddit are, basically saying that the fees shot up to 3 ADA and up to 5 ADA tokens. So again, this is a fraction as to something that I've been paying on crypto.com. Crypto.com, Chris, they charge 10 ADA to actually withdraw, which is very, very steep. But yeah, Binance was very, very cost efficient. 1 ADA to do your withdrawals. So what's your thoughts? Why do you think they've done this, Chris?
Well, I kind of feel like a lot of it's coming off of these platforms, right? And it's being delegated, and that is basically supporting the project, right? It isn't perhaps supporting the likes of Binance, because obviously as soon as it's on the market, lots of people are starting to delegate it, right? Which is great for price discovery. It's great for decentralization, and ADA and Cardano is the most decentralized blockchain, isn't it, Nick?
It is, yeah. So the best way forward really is to just get it delegated, because you're going to actually help increase the price of ADA by removing it from the circulating supply, but also helping the decentralization effort of Cardano, because there are upper limits to the pools. So as soon as they start filling up, new pools crop up, new validating nodes crop up, and new pools for new people to delegate to. So by delegating, you're helping the entire Cardano ecosystem grow with more validation, more pools, but also you're helping increase the value of ADA token by removing it out of circulating supply. So it's a very, very good to go ahead and do that. But also by delegating, you're actually earning more ADA as well. You're making your money work for you. So it's very frustrating that Binance have upped the cost of withdrawals, but you can definitely see from their point of view, it's about making the money, and they don't want people leaving their platform. They want you to stay there. So yeah, you can see why they've done it. But it is still cheaper than some other platforms, even at 5 ADA tokens. Frustratingly, as frustrating as it is, I still think it's best to go ahead and actually get it moved off. You will earn back that 5 ADA pretty quickly anyway. Usually only take 1 epoch to get that back anyway. So delegate it, you'll earn your transaction fee back very, very quickly anyway. But Chris, let's take a look at the charts. No, go for it.
I was going to say, sorry, Nick. I was going to say, we have done videos on the channel around delegating ADA. So, if you want to check those out, if that's something that you are interested in finding out more about, just check out the channel and there's videos there.
Fantastic. Right, let's get into the chart stuff, Chris. So here we are, Cardano to the USD on the daily. Here we have a Fibonacci retracement. We have this from the low level of the 1st of February and the high level here on the 11th of February. We can see the 11th of February coming right back down and pretty much closing exactly where it started. And today's candle as well, we've had the wick come down to a very similar area. So good strong support right in here. So I'm just going to mark that up. There, so we have good strong support here, and we can also see that we've pretty much currently where we opened up as well. So the market is very indecisive, doesn't really know what to do. So we can see that from the wicks right here. Okay, and that comes in as a high point of 96 cents. Okay, and we also have good resistance, good support, I should say, at 87 cents. And the resistance is really up here at 92 cents. That seems to be where we're hovering and really unable to make any major moves. Now, the volumes have been decreasing on the day. That's actually a good sign to keep things where they are. So whilst the market figures out what direction it wants to go in, it's good to have the volumes decreasing. Meanwhile, we have a very much so overbought area here. 90-ish, 91 just under. On the RSI indicator, so it is overbought, the ADA token, but why wouldn't it be with such fantastic news cropping up all the time? So we'll see what happens when we go down at a level lower. Let's go into the 4-hour chart and see what else is going on. Here you can see the sideways trading that we're currently having with the ADA to USD on this 4-hour chart. We can see that volume really coming up and then decreasing every 4 hours, right? So we can see that really coming down quite sharply. which is okay because when we have that volume decreasing here, we were able to correct the RSI, right? From that overbought area. So we were overbought over here, and actually this decreasing volume has actually brought the RSI down to no longer being overbought. It's actually at 66, with the price actually increasing a little bit. Okay, so that decreasing volume really helps control the RSI with maintaining that price. So that's really good stuff. So let's take a look at the hourly view, Chris, to make sure that everything is ticking along nicely here. We can see the sideways trading. We have that strong support here, tested here, and tested here as well, and that's the 87.8 cent area. Okay, so we've bounced off that a couple of times and it's working quite well for us. We can see that volume really coming up and coming down nicely. Okay, so the volume's been decreasing. That's allowed us to continue this sideways trade with correcting this RSI. So the RSI, Chris, actually came down quite low. It came to 43 and is now currently up at 53. So there's plenty of upward swing here as a potential. So I think actually, if we start looking back at the history here, we're in that zone where we've actually had massive price spikes and movements to the upside. So we could start seeing another move past that $1 level now. Now the RSI is being corrected, the volumes are being corrected. It does not take much to actually get this thing moving back to the upside. So let's pull this back into our daily view. Just zoom on in here and take a bit of a deeper look. We actually know now that our volumes are nice and low, which is good. We know that our RSI is actually just about 53 on the chart, and that's a good level to be actually moving to the upside. So yes, the daily RSI is very much overbought. I would anticipate that it will probably come down a little bit tomorrow, but the actual RSI level is in a really good position, Chris, to move to the upside. So if the volumes now start to kick in and move up, we could see, you know, the price rise nicely as the RSI has lots of potential to come to the upside from its current position on the hourly chart. So let's talk a little bit about what's in the immediate future here for Cardano. We can see that our next price target is at $1.35, Chris, but there will be selling pressure at $1, no doubt. So we'll have to watch what happens immediately after that dollar level, if we're just going to soar straight past it, or whether loads of people have sell orders already geared up in that zone. I think a lot of people potentially have been selling now because they got a little bit nervous with the pullback most recently in the sideways trading. They might think that this is the top, right? And Binance having those increased fees could be putting people off a little bit. But if we can get that volume really kicking in above $1, I think we could see the $1.35 really, really quickly. And obviously it doesn't end there. After $1.35, we're targeting $1.98. Okay, so that's the second price target before moving to $2.61 and then $3 flat. Now, those by no stretch of the imagination are the limits either on the ADA value and the token. I think it's going to go much higher during the course of this year, Chris, and I think you agree with that. I would be too surprised, Chris, if we see something like $5 and maybe even higher than $5, maybe heading up towards $10 as well. So we do have to watch and see how the charts form, see what the data suggests to us. But right now we can see there is a $3 on this chart now, and it's really fantastic to see it there as a target to be approaching. So I think, yeah, we might have another 1 day or so of sideways trading here, or at least another 12 hours of sideways trading before breaking through this 96 cent area and going ahead and targeting and acquiring that $1.35. It's all to play for, Chris.
Yeah, I think, you know, just a couple of questions that people keep asking me, Nick, is, you know, is it the right time to you know, be perhaps selling? Are we near that top? Is a question that gets asked, you know, quite regularly in the comments and on live chats and stuff like that. Or is it a time to hold? And yeah, I think it'd be good to get your opinion on that.
Yeah, I still think there's at least another 5x on its current position. I'm just hodling. I'm not trading either. I'm not a trader, so you know you could potentially be thinking, oh, I could sell at a high point and buy it back at a later stage. You can absolutely, but it's so like nigh on impossible to actually, you know, get that top sale and buy it back at the bottom. It's just very unlikely. You're up against algorithms, artificial intelligence. The risks usually do not outweigh the rewards, and there's a lot of stress involved with doing it. So I avoid trading. And I specifically avoid trading with leverage or anything like that. That's highly risky. So best to just hodl, in my opinion, Chris. And when we start getting up towards that like $5 level, I think that's the point when I'd start to really consider where we are in the bull cycle and what potential gains are still remaining on the table there. That would be my opinion on it.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds good.
Alright, so guys, if you have found this video useful, informative, go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I like to think that you appreciate it too. And if you're still not subscribed to the channel, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the various videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with this said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Take care.